everybody, it's me, Dan Uloa, host of the Heady Chronicle podcast show and editor of HeadyNJ.com. So I wanted to present a new episode to you with the owner of Bud2Bloom Dispensary in Netcong, New Jersey. Ariel Mizrahi is the founder, owner there. She had a lot of really great points about consumption and dosing that I thought would be really great to share, with a wide audience here. For example, because I think these are things that, are why some people once in a while don't like cannabis, this great sacred plant that helps so many of us, and is so much better for you than cigarettes, beer, and pills. So, I hope you will enjoy the episode.
Kind of like a homey, welcoming environment where our guests can kind of come sit down, talk about cannabis, we educate them.
Yeah, it's unique to have a counter with chairs.
People love it, honestly. Even if they're just waiting, I feel like they're less impatient if they can sit down and kind of talk a little bit,
Right.
So while we're busy, there's just never really been an issue. Whoever's in the chair is kind of the next up in line, and if we're helping somebody else, and the self-service kiosks, some people
Nice.
prefer using that themselves.
Right.
And then we've got online ordering in advance too, which is kind of nice.
Oh, okay.
So people can just come pick up. If they
Nice. And here, it looks like you've already sold stuff out.
want. Yeah, a lot.
It's pretty
We're
impressive,
bringing in a lot.
actually.
We've probably gone through about 4 orders of flour on some vendors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The
It's been a good month then,
It
goddamn.
really has been, honestly, Dan. It's been pretty busy.
Cool.
It's funny, the times the people come though, it feels like a zigzag. It's 2,
Right.
4, 6, 8, you know what I mean? 10 o'clock actually, right at the edge. We're the only ones open in the area till 10.
Ooh,
So,
nice. There you go.
people just come rushing 9:30 to 10. There's at least
that's
a bunch
funny.
more customers. It's nice.
Right. No, because you definitely are going to get after first shift
Yeah.
people, after work people, and then I guess that's an interesting evening thing.
You get a lot of people that are on their way to work or just got out of work, bartenders and stuff like that,
Right.
that like to come after hours. So.
That's cool.
And then you get the groups of kids that are shit, we need weed.
Nice.
So they show up in clads. But
Oh, that's fun. Nice. And then here, you got all these other herbs?
yeah, so we do terpene education by the use of regular plants. So you kind of.
Yes, this is lavender, that is lavender and weed, are the same terpenes in weed?
Yeah, so lavender is linalool. Linalool is known as more of a relaxing kind of chill kind of terpene.
How do you say that again? Linalool?
Linalool.
Oh, God.
Spell it So we like to give customers kind of they could take a picture of this.
Oh, damn.
But it's kind of like a cheat sheet almost, for
Right.
terpenes, So this is kind of what linalool does.
Okay, I've never seen that. Versus myrcene,
This one's
limonene.
limonene.
I don't see limonene, that's a good one. Oh, no, there it is. Limonene.
Yep, so limonene is more of an uplifting terpene.
Right, pinene.
Where lime kind of has limonene in it as well. And this lady was giving out these flyers, and I'm like, this is awesome.
Oh, this is interesting, it's black and white.
We had it in color, but we don't have a color printer at the store. So
Oh, damn.
It kind of works a little bit better in the black and white because it's not so in your face.
It's interesting. Guayal, camping, limes? Lime? So what does lime have?
Lime is more of a limonene terpene.
Okay.
And then with eucalyptol is more of a sedative one.
Okay.
But we pretty
Eucalyptal.
much have we've got 46 different jars here that kind of go over different things.
Right, so that's interesting then. I guess the terpene also induces symptoms along with a smell. It's interesting.
Exactly. It kind of so we have the smell bar so you can smell the weed and look at it, but we don't have everything in it. And a lot of concentrates, they add terpenes back in. So
Yeah.
we explain to customers a lot about what the different cannabinoids mean. But then this side is more of the experience of the cannabis, so a lot of times what I'm realizing is people are looking for the strongest THC, and then they get to a plateau where they're the THC isn't doing enough anymore, and it's because THC isn't everything. You need
Right.
the impact of the terpenes to kind of produce the enhanced effects of the cannabinoids.
Right.
You know, this just produces like medical benefits. This creates the experience of the product that you're using, you know?
Right. So that's always like the interesting thing about like education on the other cannabinoids and then the terpenes. Right. This is just interesting here because then this is 168 Celsius. This is 334.
So
it's each
this
one.
is the boiling point. So that's the crazy part too.
That's the
And this
funny
actually
thing.
helps me kind of educate from a point of explaining to people about concentrated forms of cannabis, because when cannabis gets heated, it gets heated to such a temperature to create the concentrate like form that it boils off all these terpenes. So realistically, that means that every product that is not raw flower doesn't have natural terpenes.
Right.
You know, so like
Right.
then it becomes now just a hybrid strain, and then you reintroduce the terpenes, like brands like Caminos, they add terpenes back in. You know, brands like 1906, they create, you know, the plant medicine that they add to the product, you know, to create that effect. Because like concentrated forms is just a hybrid.
Right. So like
you know?
1906 is like pills. So.
Exactly, the tablets. Yeah.
Yeah, tablets, I suppose, technically.
Those are big sellers here. People really
Oh,
like
yeah?
it. Topicals have been a big seller. A lot of new users have come to our store because like they really enjoy their environment. You know, spouses like that have never been into cannabis like are feeling comfortable walking in, which is kind of what our goal was to be able to like allow them a place that they felt safe, and it's not, you know, this Apple mentality of a store where you don't know what you're doing with cannabis, but you're kind of curious. You know, I feel like a welcoming environment that feels safe is important to like be able to educate, because people walk into those stores and they're like, I don't know anything about cannabis. Like, when you have a menu that's 100,000 products, you know, long, how do you know what's the right product for somebody?
Right.
You know, and so we kind of like also talk through the different consumption forms, letting them know, you know, like the durations of time. Actually, up front in our waiting room, we have like a framed out, different frames with different education that we get our customers to take pictures of as they're leaving the store, so that if they're new to like eating edibles, for example, we give them like recommended dosages, but it's a picture that they can remember.
Oh, okay. You have
You know,
a
by
picture
like
to give
looking
them?
at it. Exactly.
Right.
So they take a picture. And then we also offer like our phone line. Like we do have like an area where they can leave a message, or an emergency like line, like where if they have a question, and we try to get back to them as quickly as possible.
Have you had many then?
Honestly, most people like will end up having my personal number at this point, so they'll give me a call personally and ask.
Feel like I'm too high, what do I do?
Yeah, I mean, but we kind of talk through that, like while they're at the store, especially if they're new users. We offer them like other options to be able to breathing techniques. We teach them to kind of just like re-regulate themselves and calm down, and then we also do we teach them about like the drinking some water, and you know, just realizing that, you know, it's more of a mental control thing. But then we also like recommend alternatives, like CBD, for example, is an antidote to THC. So, you know, it'll bring down the psychoactivity if they get CBD gummies or a tincture of some sort. We also kind of explain to them through terpenes, actually, that there's certain terpenes that can bring you back down. So beta-caryophyllene, crushed pepper is one of those. So you can smell crushed pepper, and it'll help
smell
you
pepper
bring,
and you'll be good.
it'll help you bring
If you get a
down.
grinder, there you go, just grind it up.
Right up in front of you. Yep, exactly.
That's one way to keep that. That's interesting. They're like, oh, like pepper makes you less high, huh?
And then we kind of like, a lot of customers like will come, some of them know about terpenes, some of them don't. Some of them will come in and like look for exact different products. So we actually do take the time to check out our inventory, really read the tests and find products
Then
that
that's
people
the
like,
catch,
you
is
know?
like to say like, do I really need a card if I know I need limonene, if I need CBG, for example, and if like you're a good bud tender, you should be able to like hook me up with something like that has those things.
Exactly.
So
we do that.
nice. That's cool. Nice. Yes, why do you want a dispensary then?
So, I mean, my dream is really to go consumption. I really want to like teach people about like cannabis and how they can utilize it, like to kind of like create more of like a holistic approach. I'm a medical patient myself. You know, I used to use cannabis like more for like the getting high component to relax, but I didn't really know like all of the like medicinal benefits that like, and the ability to control your high, I guess. And like as I started to do like to consume cannabis like more for the medicinal benefits and being mindful about the experience of the different products that I tried and reading and educating myself, I learned like how controllable it is and like how, you know, I want to be able to educate people from about cannabis in a way that like they can understand. And I came up with this idea when I was studying abroad in Barcelona. Cannabis consumption out there is like really, you know, it's been rooted into the culture in some countries. And
it? That's fun. I'm actually going to Spain this year.
So there's a couple lounges in Barcelona.
Oh, there are?
Yeah. So definitely take a look at them.
We are. So you want to get a lounge then, you're saying?
So so our next phase of the business is going to be like the non-cannabis side, like more of like the holistic, you know, products, journals, books, things along those lines. Anything that kind of like sparks creativity and passions. And we're also going to be opening up a studio, like where people can do yoga, where we can rent out for like private events, and then we're going to expand it to consumption.
Oh, okay, right. So, like, is this town of Netcon cool with that idea, or like?
They told us that if we run a compliant business that generates good tax income for them, that they're open to the conversation.
Okay, so they're open. Okay, so that's something.
Yeah, I mean, we grassroots movement this part, so I think that if we can prove that, you know, it's not going to be, that it's an environment that's controlled and that there's, you know, precautions in place, that they'll be comfortable with it in time.
Oh, okay, right. So that's the interesting thing. 'Cause it's like one of those things. Like eventually, we're gonna get like people can apply by like July.
Yeah, and if it's not here, it's gonna be somewhere else. So.
Oh, okay,
But
right.
we'll
There you
definitely have a
go.
lounge somewhere.
Right. Nice. Yeah, a lot of people want lounges. It's like the one thing we're waiting for. Like it took us forever to get like brownies. It took us forever to get cookies. Like eventually we got them. So.
Yeah, and now we got like beverages. There's coming.
Oh, we have
like,
beverages.
There's like drink additives.
Yeah, they're coming.
Caminos.
They have additives.
Caminos also you can melt them down to make beverages out of them.
Do they advertise that?
Yeah, they do actually.
'Cause that's like a thing they do elsewhere, and they do in other things that should be amusing. Stanford mocktail recipe. Somehow got their hat, but I don't really know much about them.
Yeah, so we really like Caminos a lot, and honestly, our customer base seems to really enjoy them as well. They have like a really nice array of like options, I think, when it comes to like my personal favorite actually is the uplifting. I actually used one just the other day. I really like that one. It's really like calm, mild, but you kind of feel a little bit like extra happy, you know? They're great to microdose on some of them. Like the social ones, those are 2 milligrams. So like great option if you just want to incorporate cannabis into your daily lifestyle, but you don't want to use it for intoxication purposes per se. Helps you feel a little bit more mellow, a little bit more, you know.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Like
Yeah,
just a little bit more alert, you know, I guess in a sense. A little bit more creative. And then we've got their sour line. These are 10 milligrams.
Right. They're all like 100 milligrams top.
Yeah, and then these ones are the
per.
vegan line, or the sours.
They're vegan? Oh, they don't use pork fat?
So we actually have the strawberry sunset out there for our customers to come try if they want to try it, non-dosed. That's another thing about our vendors. We work with them really to try to get like non-dosed samples of shit, because how do you sell stuff that they can't experience it at all?
Right. Yeah, Camino's been giving out those like
like escape
have
artists.
a blend gummy.
Escape artists, we've got like their
I'm not familiar with them.
So I actually, right now, from what I've seen, they're the strongest topical on the market as of right now. Definitely, in my opinion, better than the Alexia brands and stuff. They're just not strong enough. So they have 3 different versions that we sell here. They have the the Relief Cream, which is a fragrance-free one. They have which is a 400 milligram CBD, 200 milligram CBG, and then 400 milligram THC. And then they have a higher dosed one that's their 800 milligram. And that one is like recommended for like post-surgery type. It really does help. We had a couple that came in, for example, whose parents are having trouble walking down the stairs, and they put that on and like they came back to get it again because they said like it's really helping them drastically. Like they could see the difference. Like that's the shit that we want, that we're in the market for, is to be able to show people cannabis, like at least from like a topical perspective. Because when it comes to topicals, the coolest part is that you can consume regular products and still not get like extra high. Like this is more of a localized thing, so it doesn't necessarily hit the bloodstream. It helps with like inflammation and helps get rid of pain without actually having to consume cannabis. So it's a great option for people like that, do different workout, or are active or post surgery, or just have like aches and pains.
Nice.
Then we've got the Rejuve. These are transdermal patches. The coolest part about those ones are that those, when you take them off, you actually are no longer high. So it gives people an opportunity to consume as they wish, but then they don't have to
Where to get high from the
trump it
patch?
out. Yeah, so they have 4 different ones. We have 3 out on the floor right here, but there's 4 of them. So they have a high CBD one, which is more CBD than THC. Then they've got like a high THC one, which is that's the only one we don't have out. It's a high THC one. That one's like 56% milligrams, I want to say.
Nice.
But they're patches. You can cut them up into up to 6 pieces. They're 24-hour time release. So you could wear it for up to 24 hours, or you could take it off and put some plastic on it and use it the next day. But people really like those too, because like I said, you can get high and then you take it off 15 minutes later if you got shit to do.
Nice, yeah. Right, that's interesting. Then the high just goes away that quickly.
15 minutes. How crazy is that? Where edibles are 6 to 8 hours, so you're on a ride. You know?
6 to 8 hours.
Flower is like
a weak
1 to
tolerance.
3.
Goddamn, I have a weak tolerance again.
One of our favorite products right now is the Rove. They're a live resin, liquid diamond, kind of like almost like a jewel. They're just about to be rolling out these ice packs, which are going to be infused pre-rolls.
This is so funny that this says CA, just like anything like on the underground.
Yeah, so that one isn't the current one from them. They're about to be launching that, so we haven't had the New Jersey packaging, I'm assuming.
New York, that's funny too. See that in the underground too, probably. Fun times. Nice.
We've got a couple. We've been working with a lot of more locally sourced cultivators, and more like mom and pop. We really want to try to support the people new to market.
Right.
So
getting the amount of MSOs and their white labels down slowly but surely.
I mean, we're doing Blue Harvest right now as a new cultivator that we're working with. We love North Lake Supply. They're like neighbors. I'm trying to think. What else? I'm working with Allion a lot. Like them a lot. We also got we partnered with the chocolate manufacturer and did a 4-piece.
Oh wow! Okay.
And then we do 20% off on the chocolate with any purchase.
That's fun. Damn. Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, and we're hoping to get into the topical market ourselves. I make balms.
So you want a balm? You want to manufacture?
I would love to manufacture. Hi Nathan, how you doing?
Good, how are you? Nice to meet you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's always interesting to see what's on the menu. Oh, high is good stuff.
Yeah, so we kind of have we try to go with a wide array of different stuff. Like Blue Harvest They actually have a hemp blunt with a glass tip, which we really like. Is pretty cool. We're like just in the process of re-upping. We got our concentrates. I was just taking
Oh, you're
an
out? You
order.
don't have Blue Harvest on the menu? Or?
We do. So they have 2 brands. They don't have any flour right now. That shit sold out so quickly, but they have a couple pre-rolls. So All Gas No Shake is the Blue Harvest. It's just one of their brands. And then we do also have an app. We're one of the first stores, I think, to have an app.
Oh, really?
Cool. That definitely distinguishes us. So our customers can order directly from the app. They don't have to go anywhere else. They can place the order in advance to come pick up. And they also will get notified about any events or promos that we're doing in the store. Yeah, Clade 9 partnered with Onyx on that one. That one's a liquid diamond infused pre-roll. That one's pretty awesome.
Oh, they did that.
Those 2 strains are amazing. The J1 Orange Push Pop are like
It's just
amazing.
like the manufacturers and the growers like get to market, but like they don't have storefronts, and they don't usually have like a grand opening or like we got to market party either.
Yeah.
Quite often, or then they don't want press too, so then it's like weird. It's like, oh, there's all these things now. Versus like a million dispensaries opening and like announcing.
So we're about to be restocking the boosts as well.
The what?
The boosts, or I'm sorry, the 1906s. Those are flu. So these are the drinks that I was talking about. Those are like mixers you can drink from straight. It's a 10 dosage. Each capful is a dose. And that comes in 3 flavors.
Oh, and hemp link, that's just an accessory. Damn. There are more and more of these guys. God damn. Cool.
Yeah, we had a huge menu. The weekend kind of like got a lot busier than we expected. So these are new to market. These are the Clade, so the Orange Push Pop flower, which actually is this one. It's probably like, this one's 36%. It's like a Tangy like cross.
36% THC, yeah.
This one's really nice. So that's the Orange Push Pop. Is that a cured resin cart? And then the J1 is this one, and that's what makes up that craft case. Might have to like re-up on it so you can't smell it. Might just need a new nug.
Oh, there's nothing to open on this jar. Usually you have to like slide something, or you do slide that?
Yeah, this one I gotta change that one out. This one is amazing though. The turp on that one's $3.95, but I feel like when it get left open, you gotta change out the flour.
Right, well, yeah, well that's the thing
We
about like
just got a new
flour.
delivery like this past like Friday and stuff, so we just got a bunch of new strains. So we haven't got a chance to make all of our cards like to make them look professional again. So.
That's fun.
But,
Damn.
Yeah, we just also brought in Happy Farmer.
Yeah, that's another like new one that like they're all like soft openings essentially.
Yeah, kinda. So we just got them. That came last week, like Thursday. And then we just got the Garden State Banana, which is kind of exciting.
Oh,
I think
okay.
you see that on the menu yet.
Yeah, he's funny. He plays both sides of the market, but don't tell anyone.
So we also do an infused water bar over there. It's not cannabis infused. It's like botanically infused.
Right.
Complimentary right there. So like every day we have like something different, like flavor wise, but we teach
Blueberry
people,
one.
like to teach people. It's blueberry mint today. So we like to teach people kind of like about terpenes from the point that they walk in. Gives them an opportunity to kind of like stay present, kind of stop for a second, grab some water. We take a look on the other side at like our live menus over here. At what we've got like stacked for the day.
Blueberry mint water. Cheers.
Cheers.
Brandy? Oh, this is something. That's alright.
What do you think? Might need a little more infusion time. We just put it up this morning, but.
Yeah, there's like a hint of the taste.
Yeah.
Like, it's just water.
Yeah.
That's cool. Nice. Yeah, so you want to lounge, you want to manufacture bombs. Nice.
Yeah, that's my dream. That, and I would love to do pre-rolls. And I've been making topicals for a long time. Like, me and my mom, like, used to make soaps when I was younger, different, like, balms. Like, I've always been into...
Infused bombs? Infused soaps?
Just, like, not cannabis infused yet, but would love to get into that, like, market. More of, like, the... Using cannabis from, like, a holistic perspective, like, more for, you know, the, like, the healing properties that it has. You know, there's always a time and place for intoxication. I'm down for that, but you know, to utilize cannabis every day, I feel like there needs to be a mindfulness to that.
Right. Right. That's cool. Nice.
And then we also have a customer referral program where we get our community to share with their friends and family about us. You know, based on, we believe that we create a great experience for them, that they're gonna, you know, tell their family and friends. So we also give back to them for sharing. So for every 3 people that they bring in, they get $10 off their next purchase.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. Then, like, make it official.
And on Tuesdays, we offer 20% from 2 p.m. to 2:22. Short window, but we allow, like, online sales. So, like, you can, as long as you use AeroPay and, like, pay online, then you can pick it up at any time that day.
222, that's fun.
222.
Another angel number. There you go.
We were founded on 2222.
Oh, you were? Okay.
So it kind of like is like the 2 from the Tuesday with the 2.
Oh, there you go. Angel numbers.
Yeah,
Link that
exactly.
in the article.
Yeah, a lot of like
Sometimes.
there's a lot on our website. We have a whole like symbology of the 2, even down to like the colors of the logo that we selected, like from our, you know, plum purple color that like kind of is what our like main focus of the color is. Not necessarily here, but you know, like that purple right there. So plum represents endurance. It represents plum plants are one of the only plants that grow throughout the winter when other plants die. Where the apple green of our logo color is represents like health and like wellness. And then the Te Papa color represents like wisdom, color? Endurance.
The Te Pop?
The Te Papa, T-E-P-A-P-A.
Does this mean blue?
It's like this color.
Dark green.
It's like an emeraldy kind of green color.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, we put a lot of intention into Bud2Bloom, creating like the right environment, the right experience, educating people. You know, we're here to stay. We want to build a community centered around like holistic wellness, and we invite, you know, the connoisseurs, the new and curious. You know, we got really something for everyone.
Nice. Oh, there you go.
Like, we found a lot of people that, like, you know, want to use cannabis, but they don't want to get crazy high. Like, some people like the lower grade stuff, and we support that. You know, we have higher grade stuff, we've got infused stuff. If you want to, you know, if your tolerance can handle that, and then we've got everything down to, like, I think we might even have a 14%. And some people ask for that exclusively, you know? They like that. That's what they're used to.
Nice. That's cool. Right, it's always interesting, the nature of what people like and the flower.
And we're going to be doing events that pop off of this. We did the New Year's event. We're going to start doing yoga classes and different like community gathering like events. So like comedy nights, just different stuff, you know.
Nice. That's cool.
Open mics.
Nice. Right, like here, or you have like other space?
So we have another space that we're about to like start construction on, where we'll definitely be doing like some larger scale events at. But with this space, like we would do it like directly in here, like pretty much like do the event like after we like starting a half hour before we close, and kind of like continue it on. It's like about 11, you know, on Thursday nights.
Oh, okay.
And then Sunday mornings, we're looking to do yoga before the store opens.
Oh, that's interesting in terms of times and how that works. Huh. That's cool. Nice. Yeah. So what have been some like the hurdles to get in here?
Oh man, it took us 3.5 years, so I would say lots. I mean, I would say everything from first brand new industry, making connections in the state, trying to find like the right employees, the right vendors, the local municipality support, all the red lines when it comes to all the paperwork, and you're pretty much like starting a business without seeing any real return on it for years. So it's,
that's intense. Yeah.
I would say, like you just have to like keep trucking through it. Like, I mean, we probably had 80 plans before we opened up this place. Trying to feel out like, I guess the biggest thing was just the length of time, I guess.
Yeah, because I think I saw you tried in Rockaway first.
So Roxbury, I tried. Well,
Roxbury.
actually, originally we had ran an application for Jersey City, and I have been making like connections out there, starting to build everything for a year out there, and like I just didn't know how I felt about the area. There was a lot of competitors. I just felt like it made more sense for us to just kind of maybe go somewhere that like wouldn't have as big of a market already, and then I decided I wanted to really like, my focus was try to stay around here because I have lots of friends and family and community that I want to, help here first before I go somewhere else.
You're from around here, right?
I live like literally 7 minutes away. So.
Where are you from then?
Originally born in New York, but grew up like literally in Roxbury. So
Oh, there you go.
over.
Right, so there you go, like local. Then I guess this is Morris? Right, okay.
Morris County, yep.
We're
right on the border. So like right after Necong, I think it turns into Sussex County.
Oh, okay. Right.
But we got a big lake community in the summer. We're like right next to like a Packong State Park.
Oh, okay.
It's lots of like farmer markets and different things along those like that around here,
Yeah, I moved to Western Essex. I'm still getting like used to the geography because I'm from like Middlesex, so a lot of this is far. A lot of it's like, oh, it's too far. I don't want to go to Morris County. Now it's like, oh, now it's like a half hour. That's not bad.
No, because Middlesex is much more South Jersey. Right?
Yeah, we're at Central Jersey, but that's another story.
Okay. The Central South debate.
Yeah, no, I'm from the heart of the state, Central Jersey. We have Rutgers, we have Princeton, we have Trenton, we have a lot of other good assets.
You do, you definitely do. I think that there's definitely 3 segments. There's definitely North, Central, and South. I don't debate that.
Right. No, it's definitely a South, because then like they're like all about like Philly and like Philly things.
Yeah.
Like, if those were important things. So then it's like that's like their whole frame of reference then. So then it's like a very interesting thing. And then you have here, now we're in like the Northwest.
Kind of like when we went to Dave's, it was like, he had like the North and the South because of the Phillies and then like, the North side.
Yeah.
But I'll give you credit due. There's definitely a Central Jersey.
Right. But then here you're almost in the West when there's like fewer dispensaries and fewer pro-cannabis towns.
Yeah, exactly.
Likely to benefit from that.
Exactly.
So, cool. Yeah, I think that was all I was looking for.
Awesome, I appreciate you, Dan.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to show you the front so I can show you the educational, like, I don't know, I know what it's like to, like, first start smoking and get that paranoia or whatever, and, like, you just don't know what's normal and what's not, and so just, I think sometimes reassurance is what people really need. And then this one kind of gives them, like, approximate onset and duration.
Oh, that's
like,
another good one.
highs.
Do you think you get like more like newbies or versus like old heads?
Both, honestly. A lot of newbies though, I will say that. Like a lot of people that are like interested in getting into cannabis or utilizing it, to replace out medications that they're on or
Nice.
Just different stuff like that.
Cool.
Definitely. But we do also get, people that love weed and come by on a regular basis,
Nice.
So we kind of get both.
Oh, that's the paper everybody spends all that time and effort on.
Yeah.
One piece of paper. Right, you don't have Brown's signature since Brown pieced out. And Riggs has been acting for a year. It's the other one that's even harder. Oh, they have a leaf on there. This is pretty.
Yeah, they really did try.
Fuck, I don't know. Next time should have been
My favorite part about the whole store, though, I would have to say, is probably that the weed is not a drug, it's a plant, therefore not a dealer with floors. Cause,
Oh, you're a florist?
you know, everything about it kind of like goes back to regular, like normalizing cannabis. You know, it's just a plant, just like every other one. You know, you can smoke lavender.
Yeah, but who does?
No one does.